to the Lions Get Active City of Adelaide walk. We're here at Victoria Park this morning on this beautiful Sunday morning. If you're on your treadmill at home or on your exercise bike at home, that's fantastic. Glad you're listening with us. Same as last week, if you've got any questions, please send them through as we're walking around. We've gone in the opposite direction today on the walk, but it's all good. We've got a few members with us here today. How you doing, Patricia? We've got a few members from the club here today, as well as a mate of mine who I play basketball with, so welcome. One of our members even brought their dog along, which is fantastic. And we're often walking this morning. G'day, John. Thanks for being on board, mate. So welcome again this week. Second time we're doing this. Beautiful morning here, Sunday at Victoria Park. See if I can keep the video actually out of the shade this time. Welcome to the morning, Meg. You quiz star last night. What are you doing up so early this morning? Should be down here. This is our Lions Get Active program. This is our awareness for diabetes and wellbeing program. In later months, we're going to try and expand this program with a few other things. So this is our diabetes, our raising awareness for diabetes and wellbeing. And so today I probably won't talk as long as I did last week with the majority of the walk. I'll keep it shorter and sharper and shinier this week. But I just want to talk about still what the Lions clubs do, and we'll talk a little bit more about what diabetes is and how what we're doing is going to help with that. So if you've got any questions, please throw them online there and I'll do my best to answer them. Similarly, if you have a question that you think of after this walk and we're offline, throw them my way on the City of Adelaide Lions Facebook page, and I'll make sure that I answer them next week when we're walking around. Beautiful Sunday morning. There are cyclists going around, and there's a few other people jogging. Last week was fantastic. Once we finished the Victoria Park, he was buzzing with people, jogging, scootering, rollerblading, bikes. There were kids, parents, friends. There's heaps of people here, which was really good atmosphere down here. So this Lions Get Active program is about raising awareness for diabetes and wellbeing. And so let me just talk a little bit about how diabetes and how this program is just going to raise that awareness. We've got a couple of members in our club that do have diabetes, unfortunately, but they're in that process of managing that, which is what they need to do. So by doing this sort of physical activity, we just want to promote how physical exercise can prevent diabetes or help people manage diabetes if you've got it. So that's why we welcome anyone to come along. If you're a Lion, come on down. If you're not a Lion, come on down as well, which is why we've got the crowd we've got today. So we know that we've got two types of diabetes, it's type 1 and type 2. And I guess it's more the type 2 diabetes, which is what we're trying to prevent or manage if that's what you've got. We know that our busy lifestyles are not always the best way to prevent diabetes, especially through our diet. So we know that type 2 diabetes is based on people's lifestyles, and so that's why we're doing what we're doing here today. And so that way people can make a choice about their lifestyle, about whether they, about how they live, what food they eat, how much exercise they do. We know that in today's world that exercise doesn't happen as much as it should. Physical activity doesn't happen as much as it should. We're far more sedentary and sitting down when we should be getting our bodies active, moving around. Our bodies are made to move. And then when you couple that with how our food intake is, especially with increased amounts of sugar in food, those two factors make a huge difference to our blood sugar levels, and that's obviously the part about diabetes that causes issues. And so we're purely doing our exercise this morning so that I can talk to you about that. If you've got any questions about it, I'll do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I'll make sure I look it up and I'll talk to you about it next week. So all we're doing is making sure that, if you've got diabetes and you need to get exercising, we are simply providing a choice for you. Just make sure I can get that video around the right way. Please see your doctor and get your a program sorted out for you. And if you don't want to go to the gym, or if you don't know any other ways of getting exercise, we can at least provide an option for you here, where we're just walking around Victoria Park. Race course, you can walk with us, you can jog with us, you can get your rollerblades out, you can cycle, bring your dogs, bring your family, bring your pets, bring your friends, and let's make it a social event as well. So all we're doing is, by getting our exercise in, we're doing the best we can to prevent diabetes, especially the type 2 diabetes. And we know full well that for those who have got type 1 or type 2, not only physically do you need to do something about it, because obviously your insulin levels are all out of whack, but it can have a bit of an effect on your mental state as well. Especially I know a couple of people who've got diabetes, and I know it's affected their mental health. And so we know that exercise is also good for your mental health as well, and therefore your well-being. We're providing a social outlet for anyone who has some mental health issues. We know that there's plenty of research out there that shows that exercise is really, really good for that. It gets the endorphins going, which is a happy drug in your brain. We've got people here to talk to, and so you've got that social outlet that can help our mental state as well. So again, that's why we're providing this option for people. We're doing this for our own mental health. It's good to get out in the sunshine. It's good to get out in the fresh air. Even when it's raining, I intend on doing this as well on Sundays. So you get the umbrella out, you get your jacket out, and you get your exercise in as well. But on a beautiful day like today, why wouldn't you be out? Get out there, get some exercise, and take care of your mental well-being as well. If you've had a busy work week, I know Meg did yesterday, she was telling us last night at a Lions quiz night, obviously getting out and getting some exercise is really good to de-stress. It's good for the soul, and it has that double effect where you're getting out with people and helps you mentally recharge for your working week next week. So that's so if you've got any questions about diabetes and what we're trying to do, please ask them if you're online with us this morning. If you think of something later on, throw it my way via the City of Adelaide Facebook page. We've also got a website, so please check that out. Just simply Google Adelaide Lions or City of Adelaide Lions, and we're the first website that will pop up. Similarly, if you want to know a bit more about Lions, we've got the district website as well. We belong to the district of 201C1. So if you simply Google 201C1 Lions, you'll find us on a district website as well, and that gives you access to all the different clubs that are in our district. Patricia does a wonderful job with maintaining a brand new website that was created last year. Gives you heaps of information about what Lions do. And what a lot of clubs do. What we're trying to do at the moment is build up a database as to what all the clubs do here in our district, in terms of what projects they do, and how they get involved with community service. Each club does their own thing. Each club is allowed to run the way that they want to run, in terms of whichever way you want to go. Yeah, let's go that way. Sounds good. Yeah, each club can run the way that they want to run, in terms of what projects and who they want to help. There's a vast variety of things that can be done. So again, if you're not a member of a Lions Club, check us out on Facebook, check us out on the websites, and have a look at which club is near you, or which club might offer a project that you're really interested in. There's heaps of clubs. There are 61 clubs within our district. There's 25 clubs within our district in the metropolitan area of Adelaide. So no doubt there is a club near you. Chances are, wherever you live in Adelaide, there's probably 2 or 3 clubs near you. So there's an opportunity to check them out. Patria is working really hard on getting a database created, so that'll be coming up soon. That'll show what every club does and how much they serve the community and what various ways they do. We serve the community in a variety of projects. We've got about, I've never actually done a count, but I think we do about 10-15 projects in various ways. Patria's just again updated our website with what those projects are. You can see them on our projects page of that website. We range from feeding the homeless, providing blankets for the homeless. We'd run a couple of ceremonies and award nights. We also run the Hear Me Roar project, which is making pillows and care packs for patients who are going into hospitals. That's a really popular project of ours that we've been running now for a couple of years. And we get lots of help from other Lions clubs with that project as well, which is really cool, because at least that way we're getting a lot of collaboration with other clubs. Of course, we run barbecues, which is part of our fundraising. So we need to fundraise, or not need to, we choose to fundraise to get our projects up and running and to keep them running. We also fundraise by selling the old classic Christmas cakes and puddings at Christmas time. So there should be lots of outlets that people can access when you want your Christmas cakes later in the year. We also sell Lions mints. Probably you could see those at lawyers' desks or doctors' receptions or medical centre. So keep an eye out for those mints. They're nice and cheap, really great mints, different flavours, not just classic mint or spearmint. So you can support your Lions club or any Lions club just through those means as well. But like I said, that's what City of Adelaide does. A lot of clubs do a lot of different things, and so go to the district website and you'll be able to check out which clubs are near you and what projects they do. So if there's a project you're passionate about or interested in helping, there should be a club near you that can help you do that. Now, a huge benefit of what Lions can also provide is that if you're not part of a club yet, but you've got something that you want to do that can help other people within the community, lots of vulnerable groups out there, Lions can be a media or a means for you to run those sort of projects. So if you've got an idea, if you're not a Lion member yet, but you've got some way that you want to help the community, I'm just turning my hand around. If you've got a way that you'd like to help the community, then joining a Lions group could be a way for you to get that program or that idea off the ground. G'day Ian, how are you mate? Thanks for joining us this morning. So again, talk to the local Lions group and see what you might be able to do about setting up something that you're interested in, and that way Lions is providing you a way to get into the community service, which will help those in need, as well as expand what that club can do as well, which means that you can get easily promoted. So doing this sort of walk, I've really got two reasons for doing it. One, we want to promote diabetes awareness. We want to promote well-being, our own physical well-being and our mental well-being. But I'm also using this media to promote what Lions do as a service community. There are lots of service community groups out there, so I'd encourage anyone to join any of them. They do some really, really great work. But in particular Lions, we do a huge amount of work across the state. There's many, many clubs within the state. There's many, many clubs in Australia. And Lions is obviously a worldwide association. There's the International Lions. There's the Lions Clubs International, which runs the whole association worldwide. We are in more than 200 countries across the globe, and each of those clubs do different things. They can be really big things, from feeding the homeless, like after disasters, providing education across schools, across communities that don't have regular access to education. Obviously in many countries across the world that don't have access to education like we do here in Australia. Just looking out for a few dogs at the moment. And or there can be the closer knit community projects that we run here in Adelaide, you know, that help the homeless and help other people, help those in need, you know, those going into hospital. So like I said, part of our Hear Me Roar project is that we make cushions from scratch and care packs, and we just do that to simply help cancer patients who are entering hospital, just to try and make their stay feel a little bit better. We know full well that the hospital wards that we send these packs to, people are obviously going through a fair bit, and so all we're doing is letting people know that we care, and just to let people know that, or just to help people feel a little bit more comfortable, especially with the discomfort that they're going to face, unfortunately, with their hospital stay. We send our pillows out to Craniofacial Australia, who help kids, and so the kids really love our cushions. We do kids pillows and we do adult cushions as well. We do little port pillows, so little rectangular ones that sit on their seatbelt. So for those patients who have had heart surgery or abdomen surgery, you've got a port pillow that you can put on your seatbelt in your car to provide a little bit more comfort. And we're getting some really good reviews from people that have been using those as well. So if you ever feel like helping out with our Hear Me Roar project, please feel free to, again, check our Facebook or check us out on either Facebook page or our website, and we always keep up to date when our working bees are on. We run our working bees for this project at the Regal Park Comfort Inn. One of our members owns or manages that hotel, and so they support us by providing us with the space to run our working bees, which is really, really appreciated. So keep an eye out on our Facebook page and website as to when our next working bee. I know our next one is in April. I know Patria can let me know the date of it more specifically if you're still watching. But yeah, anyone, whether you're aligned or not aligned, you're more than welcome to come along and help and do your little bit to help other people. So we use that project to help those going into hospital, because we know that can be a traumatic experience depending on what they're going into hospital for. So I'm probably going to leave it there this morning. As you can probably hear my voice, heart rate's starting to lift up a little bit, and so I'm trying to keep up. But it's a beautiful morning this morning. We'll be out here for a little bit longer. If you've got the time to come on down to Victoria Park and join us for a walk. It's a beautiful morning. We've got beautiful people here. Patria, thank you for that. Our next working bee for the Hear Me Roar project is April 26th. That's a Sunday. So thanks for that. Please feel free, anyone, to come on down, help for an hour, even if you can sew, even if you can't sew, that's not a problem. I've learned to sew by doing this project. A couple other people have as well. Even if you can't sew, you can stuff cushions, you can turn the material inside out the way that we actually put them together. There's always a job that people can do. If you want to come down for an hour, come down for an hour. If you want to come down all day, we start at 10 o'clock. We usually go through to 3:34, depending on how many people are still with us at that point in time. So come on down either for the whole day, come down for an hour, whatever you can choose, whatever you have got time to do, we'll welcome you to do that. So any help is appreciated. And like I said, we get some help from lots of members from our club. We also get help from a few members from the Prospect Blair Athol Club, as well as Palawi, and the beautiful people at Adelaide Hellenic Club as well. So we always welcome more members from any other clubs to come on down and help us as well. But yeah, I'll keep the video a bit shorter today. If you've got any questions about what we do as a Lions Club or what Lions do in general, please feel free to let me know during the week. We'll be back next Sunday doing this again. As I mentioned last week, we'll probably be here at Victoria Park Racecourse for a couple of months. That way we'll establish where we are, people know where we are. But then what we'll probably do is change the location of where we're doing our walks, just to vary it up and go around different areas of the council of City of Adelaide. I'm choosing to do this in the City of Adelaide because that's my home club. And there are lots of different walks that can be done in the City of Adelaide. We'll probably do Rundle Mall at some stage. We'll probably walk along the Torrens, and we'll find other places as well. Maybe we'll find somewhere in North Adelaide as well. That's still part of the City of Adelaide. We'll find some more places to go. So look, if you've been following me on Facebook this morning, if you're doing your own exercise and you're following, that's fantastic. Thank you for joining me this morning. Keep up with the exercise. Try and get your 30 minutes per day no matter how that is done, whether that's walking, gardening, on the bike, chasing your dog around, chasing the kids around, whatever it needs to be. Please find a way to get your exercise in. This is how we're doing it, so anyone, whether you're online, come on down, come and join us next week. If you're not online and you're watching this morning, thank you for watching. But come on down and join us, get out in the fresh air with us, love to have a chat. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to come along. My name's Andrew Stacey, I'm from the City of Adelaide Lions Club. This is part of our new project, a new program called the Lions Get Active program. This is our raising awareness for diabetes and wellbeing campaign. So come on down next week if you want to join us. Love to have you down here. If you don't want to come on down, like I said, hopefully you get your exercise in. Follow me in the morning. We're here at 8 o'clock each morning. Try and get here for quarter to 8 and that we can have a chat. So come on down. Love to see more people. We know this will start small, but we hope it will grow big. So come on down next weekend, hopefully. Say good day. We'll get our exercise in for the day. We can talk about Lion stuff and start the day off beautifully. So thank you for joining me today, wherever you are in the world. I really, really appreciate you coming along and joining us. Have a fantastic Sunday. Enjoy doing whatever it is that you're doing today. And we'll see you next week.